I am going to show you what is constant. A constant is actually an identifier or a name for a simple value. The value cannot be changed during the script. What does this mean? For example, you put a value instead of a variable, you assign it into a constant. So what will be the difference? The value of a variable you can change as many times as you want, but in the case of constant, if you assign a value to a constant, then you cannot change it. And another difference with the variable is the constant name, you must not use any $sign. You cannot use any $sign in the name of constant. The syntax is very simple. First you will give define, then you will give name and value. And constant is automatically global, just remember it. Let's try with a practical example. With a practical example you will understand it very easily. When I worked with a variable, what we did, a equal to 10, and if I write the value of a, then you will see that the value of a is 10. I refresh and you see that output is 10. Now after assigning a value 10 into a, I can change the value anytime. For example, I can change the value 45. Now what will be the value of a if you want to print it? Because I already have overwritten it. First it was here, but I have overwritten by assigning a new value to a. So previous one is vanished. So the new value will be assigned into a, and if I go to refresh, you will see that 45 is the value. But you see, you change the value of a 2 times. In the case of constant, it is not possible. So let's try to define a constant. For example, I am going to give the constant, for example, author name, and here I give my name Murshidul Arifin. So here if I call author name, according to the rule you cannot put any $sign here, it will show an error. So you must have a straight use this, because this is a constant, and constant is defined using the define function. Now if I refresh, you will see that the name comes here. If you want, you cannot do that. For example, in the next line you want to reassign it by this. It is not possible, because as the constant author name I already have put a value. So in another name, in the same name, that means in the same constant, you cannot put another value assigned. So refresh it, you will see that constant already defined. That means it will give you an error. So this function, this step is not actually allowed here. So this is the basic use of a constant. And another one is the constant array. You can create an array constant using the define function. Though I did not show you about the array yet, but I am just going to show you this for just understanding. The array is, I am going first to give a define, for example, main values. This is an array I am going to define into main values constant. Main values is a constant, for example, and here I can give here the value, and this can be an array, for example, or here I can give another one, the cities, for example, cities. This is defined. Okay, so I give the name of constant is cities here. You can use the lowercase character or uppercase character, that is not a problem. Here I give the city names Khulna, then Dhaka, then Rajshahi. Okay, so total 3 cities are here. So this is actually an array, and I put a complete array into a constant. Now how I can call the name of the cities from here? I will just use the cities, and here I will tell Khulna. sorry, here I will have to give the index number. Okay, so what will be the value? If I refresh, you will see that the first one is coming here. Similar way, if I give the second one, third one, remember that the array starts with the index 0. So first item will be assigned to 0, second item will be into 1, and third item will be 2. In this way you can show this. So you see that all the cities I retrieve like this. So in this way you can use constant for arrays. Another one I want to tell you, that is in the rule you see that constants are automatically global. That means you can use the constant from anywhere, inside a function or outside a function. For example, I define the constant author name here like this. So outside the function I can call it, that you already have shown you this. This is very simple, it is showing, right? Now I am going to call a function user list. This is a function, and inside a function, as it has the scope, global scope, so I can use this outside a function like this, and also inside a function you can show this. Here I am going to give here a beer to put it into new line. Now let's check it. You see that inside a function it is working, and author list actually is not called, so here I call the user list function. And now let's check, refresh. You see that the inside function and outside function, in both the places constant is working without any issue.